consultant, a service provider, a speaker, or a coach? Are you happy with the results that you are getting from your marketing? In this training, I'm going to be sharing with you a simple but fast method that I've developed over the years that helps me to identify the weak link in someone's marketing. When a client comes to me, when I look at your business, using this method, we together can quickly identify what you need to work on. What is wrong with your marketing? Okay. Previously, this kind of information that I'm going to share with you, I only reserved it for my paying clients. People who come to me and say, can you please help me with my marketing? I want to increase sales. I want to have more clients. I would sit down with them. This is the exact method I would use to analyze their business. We go step by step, would identify which part of their marketing they need to work on so that they can increase sales and improve their performance. So this is what I'm sharing with you. I've decided to give away this content for free because I'm trying to reach more businesses with this information so that they can improve their sales. Now, this training is not ideal for everyone. I decided I'm going to put this up front so that you can decide for yourself whether this is for you or not. Ideally, this is for people who are in consultancy, service providers. It could be professional service providers or personal service providers, speakers, and coaches. Other people might not find it helpful. For example, if you're just starting out and you're just thinking about starting a business, you might not find this training very helpful. Other people who are maybe buying and selling things, maybe just selling basic things online, buying and selling some items, you might not find it very helpful. If you're a network marketer, you might also not find it very helpful. Now let's get started. How can you identify the weak link in your marketing? How can you identify what you need to work on? We are going to go through this training by looking at 5 factors that I use when I'm analyzing a client's business. If we were to sit down and look at your business, these are the 5 factors that I would immediately start with. Now, if you are coming across one of my videos for the first time, let me tell you a little bit about myself before we get into the actual training. My name is Susan Mwenda Mulongoti. I'm a speaker, an author, and a coach. I also run a service business. I started my own business about 8 years ago in 2011 after I quit my job from the mines. I used to work in the mines as an engineer. But I also come from an enterprising background. My family has always been involved in businesses. My father was an entrepreneur, so at home we were always selling things. So I got involved in selling at a very early age, about 8-9 years old. I even got some experience of selling from door to door and also just selling from home. Okay, but when I went to the university, I started my own business where I would buy jewelry from Comesa Market in Lusaka. I would sell these earrings and bangles and necklaces to my fellow students at the university. So I've always been involved in some kind of selling, always been exposed to some kind of selling. So I've always liked sales and marketing, even if I went to study engineering at the university. But after I quit, so my first formal job was in 2011. It was a boutique. After running it for a while, it didn't do very well. So I closed it down. Then I started online marketing. So I've been doing online marketing for more than 7 years. I've honed my skill over the years. I've done it for my own business. I've done it for clients as well. Currently, I'm also running an agency called Zicon Media. So we're a small team that deliver digital marketing services, social media marketing to our clients. We have about 6 people on our team right now, and we are growing. So I have experience as a consultant, a speaker, service provider. So these things I'm going to be sharing with you, I know they work because I apply them, and I've also helped my clients to apply them. I've also written books on this subject of sales and marketing, several books. Let me just show you some of them. So there's this one. This one I wrote, one of my earliest books actually. It's about Facebook, marketing on Facebook. That's online marketing. There's this one I wrote. It's called Start Where You Are. It's about starting a business from when you don't have a lot of resources. This one, Start Where You Are. Then there's this one. This one is a personal development book called Unshackled. Then there's this one, How to Become a Great Salesperson. It's also about selling. Then there's this one. This is my favorite book, also my best-selling book, 7 Steps to Better Sales Results. I might be referencing it in some of the lessons in this training. So I'm also an award-winning entrepreneur. That's my award there. Another thing I wanted to share is that this information that I'm sharing with you, it's something that it's not just from my head or just from my own experience. Over the years, I've also heavily invested in personal development. I'm always learning from others. I'm always learning from the best in the field of marketing on an international scale. Okay, so you're going to get experience, you're going to get knowledge not just from my own head, but from what I've learned from others, from experiences I've had with clients, and from my own experience. So because of this, I know this stuff works. I have confidence that it can help you too. So let's get started with lesson 1. I said that we're going to look at 5 factors that affect your marketing that we can examine to see what is wrong with your marketing. So factor number 1 is the number of dream clients. The number of dream clients that you have. Now, who are dream clients and why do you need them? Dream clients are basically repeat buyers. People who, after they've bought from you once, they keep on buying from you over and over again. Why do you need them? Because the right number of dream clients can help you to achieve your financial freedom. You started this business because you want to achieve financial freedom. Maybe you want to contribute to your country or you want to contribute to society. When you have the right number of dream clients who keep on buying from you, you can achieve your financial freedom. The other thing that makes dream clients so good is that life itself has got repeat bills. So you have things that you have to buy every month, every week, or every day. So you need, if you've got repeat expenses, you need repeat sales. That's why dream buyers are very important. And the other thing is, just think about it. If someone has bought once from you, how much does it really take to convince them to buy again? Almost zero, because they already know you, they like you, they trust you, they know what you're about. When you don't have repeat buyers, you can be stressed out running your business. I know this from my own experience. I've also seen it with other clients. If people just buy once from you and they go away, they don't become your dream buyers or they don't become repeat buyers. You will be stressed out because you'll be constantly in hunt mode, always looking for the next client, next customer. Meanwhile, you have other repeat bills like your rent, salaries for your team, maybe rent for your office, your own food, your own upkeep. Okay? So you want to have dream buyers, a good number, the right amount of dream buyers. That's factor number 1. Now, what causes businesses to have a low number of dream buyers? If you have this problem, you've noticed that people just buy once from you, they don't come back. So you don't have enough dream buyers. You are stressed out because you're constantly hunting for more clients. What causes this? There are 3 possible causes that I'm going to talk about right now. Number 1 is something called your ecosystem of products. This is a concept that I've talked about a lot in this book, but I'm going to summarize it for you right now. What is an ecosystem of products? An ecosystem of products just means that you have different offers at different stages of the buying cycle. For example, you have things that you offer as free gifts, what we call free gifts. You offer them to people who have not yet bought something from you. You have things that are low cost, things that are cheap, that people can easily buy at a cheap cost. You also have things that you offer at a much higher cost. After that, you have something that makes people keep coming back. So, if, for example, you don't have things that make people come back when they buy just once, there's nothing else that you have to offer. Then you're going to have a problem of repeat sales. That's one possible cause of repeat sales. An ecosystem of products that is not complete. Possible cause number 2, customer experience. Maybe you do have something that they can come back for, but the first time they came to you, they had a poor customer experience. It's just common sense. They wouldn't want to come back. For example, imagine you go to this new shop for the first time, you buy something, the person who is attending to you is rude, or maybe they are not attentive, they are not helpful. How would you feel about going back? You're not going to become a repeat customer because of the poor customer experience you have had. That's the second cause. The second possible cause of lack of dream buyers or repeat buyers. Possible cause number 3, out of sight, out of mind. Do you keep in touch with your clients after they've bought from you for the first time? Do you keep in touch, or after you just get the money and that's it, goodbye, never say anything? That could be another reason why you don't have enough repeat buyers. How can you solve these 3 possible causes of having low repeat buyers? Have an ecosystem of products. Think about, what do you offer? Do you just offer one thing? After someone has bought once from you, do they have a good reason to come back? Do you have something else that you have to offer them? Think about it. There are certain businesses that are naturally repetitive. Other businesses, you have to deliberately create this repetition or this continuity. Let me give you 2 examples. A restaurant and a supermarket. If I buy something from ShopRite today, I'll run out after some time. I have to go back. Automatically, I'm a repeat buyer for that supermarket because the product I'm using, I need to keep going back for it. Same thing with a restaurant. I eat today, tomorrow I need to go back if the customer experience is good. Now imagine, let's say I'm just selling books, okay? I'm just selling this book only. If you buy it today, do you need to come back next week to buy the same book? No, you're not going to do that. In that case, I need to create an ecosystem of products where people can come back. They should have a reason to come back. So that's your ecosystem of products. What about customer experience? There's this saying from a man called Charles Molapisi, I think. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He used to be the CEO for MTN Zambia. He once said something that has stuck in my mind. He said, you don't have a revenue problem. You have a customer experience problem. So when you think about it, especially us who are in consultancy and service businesses, this is really important. If you are not having people coming back to you, there's a chance that there's a problem with the customer experience. Now, what can you do about it? One of the simplest things you can do is just to ask. Ask someone who bought once from you and they left. Ask them, why did they leave? They might be able to show you, they might tell you something about your business that they don't like if you ask. Most people will not tell you because they're afraid of offending you or something. But if you ask, try it. You might be surprised the information you gather. Another thing, being honest with yourself. There was a day I was conducting a seminar. I was talking to business people. So we're talking about this very thing here, about customer experience. I asked them to rate themselves out of 10. How good is your customer experience? How good is your delivery? Are you delivering a good experience? Almost everyone said 10 out of 10. I was just smiling because I know some of those businesses, they're not delivering 10 out of 10. So customer experience sometimes calls for you to look at yourself, look at what you're delivering, and say to yourself, I can do better, we can do better, we need to improve. So this is how you solve the customer experience problem. Talk to your customers and be honest about how you are treating your customers. Be honest with yourself and work on improving that. Out of sight, out of mind. That's the 3rd possible cause. How can you solve that? You know, this happens to everyone. It even happens to me. Like, I've had people who've bought repeatedly a few times from me, but then I just get so busy delivering to another client, I forget about the other ones. I lose touch. If you lose touch, people move on. They go and buy from somewhere else. It happens. Something you have to know about human relationships is that they thrive on communication. If you're not communicating, it's easy for people to disconnect. So that happens in any kind of human relationship, including relationships with your customers. So devise a means to keep in touch. It could be social media. Others, they like doing these WhatsApp groups. Like if you buy from them, they'll keep you in a WhatsApp group. Others use Facebook groups. Others use SMS, calling. So there are different ways to keep in touch. Others use email. You can send physical parcels. You can call and talk to the clients. You can organize an event and say this is only for people who have bought from us before. There are all sorts of ways of keeping in touch. So, in conclusion, we are talking about what is wrong with your marketing. I said there are 5 factors that we're going to look at. In this whole lesson, we just looked at 1. The concept of your dream buyers. How you can have these dream buyers, the repeat buyers, why they are important, some of the reasons why you might not be having them right now, and what you can do about that. Now, maybe this is not the challenge you have. Maybe you have some repeat buyers already, but what you need is to have more new buyers. That is a topic that we are going to discuss in the next lesson. Now, before we end this lesson, I want to ask for a favor. I want to ask that you share this video. Invite someone who is in a service business, a professional business, a consultant, a speaker, or an author, or anyone who you think who's going to find this information useful, so that you can help them to have more dream buyers, to help them diagnose their business. Because there are more lessons coming. We're going to look at the other, I said there are 5 factors. We've only looked at 1. We're going to look at the other 4 factors in the other lessons. So please do me a favor, share this video in WhatsApp groups or any other platform that you can share it in. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to share this video and look out for lesson number 2.